It's time now for the Peter Channel Evening News for the Sunday evening, April 12th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here on your Evening News headlines here on our top story at 6:30 p.m. on the Sunday evening. Here is Hillary Clinton announces 2016 White House bid as to be the champion Americas, as she officially announced it today. And in months of speculation. In Panama City, Cuba and the United States just made history. Now comes a hard part in the first meeting of its kind in nearly 60 years. In Panama City Beach, Florida, 2 Alabama college students have been suspended after authorities discovered a cell phone video that allegedly shows them sexually assaulted a woman at a Florida beach while a large crowd of spring break revelers. Researchers from the University of Arizona that detected variation in the kind of supernova used as a standard measure of distance suggested that the acceleration and the expansion of the universe might be lower than previously thought. How would the prospect for stability in the Middle East be effective if Iran were to succeed in its effort to become a nuclear power? Pope Francis arrived to celebrate an Armenian Rite Mass on the occasion of the commemoration of the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide in St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican as Turkey recalls ambassador over Pope's Armenia genocide comments. At least one student was died and more than 100 have been injured in St. Peter in the Kenyan University after they mistook an electrical blast for an attack, officials said. An Irish Egypt, 2 bloody bombings in Egypt's North Sinai province on Sunday killed 13 Armenian police personnel and 1 civilian as well as injured some 47 others. In North Charleston, South Carolina, the Reverend Al Sharpton thanked the mayor and police chief in North Charleston, South Carolina on Sunday for the response to the fatal shooting of Walter Scott. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, authorities have released video showing the fatal encounter of a black suspect with a white reserve sheriff's deputies who police said he thought he was holding a stun gun instead of his handgun when he shot the man during a recent arrest. In Cleveland, Ohio, a woman was dangling her 2-year-old son over a railing at a Cleveland zoo when he fell about 10 feet in a cheetah exhibit, zoo officials said. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for more than 4 days, police say a 21-year-old car with cerebral palsy was left down in woods on field of his Scott Street Park, wearing a blanket and a Bible. With a continuously falling price of gasoline, this is probably the right time for anyone to move out on a long road trip, because this is not a joke, as the average natural price for 1 gallon of regular gasoline has been falling at a steady rate for quite some time now. The separation of GE Capital makes the next stage for the great reordering of U.S. finance, heavily influenced by the U.S. government, as America's best-known conglomerate would sell down GE's capital assets from $363 billion to about $90 billion in return. She's nearly as old as the earning tax, and she's a whiz at it, as Angie Dietrich, 91 of Upper St. Clair, has prepared additional than 200 returns this year, and probably much more than 500 of them during the next 34 years as a member of the Internal Revenue Service. The higher octane thrill Spirit 7 maintained speed in its second week, rated with $60.6 million at North American theaters, and bringing its box workplace total back to a robust $252.5 million, according to studio estimates on Sunday. In Durham, North Carolina, when a missile or meteor strikes the earth, the havoc above ground is obvious, but the details of what happens below ground are harder to see. About 3.5 million years ago, 10 foot tall, carnivorous birds with hooked beaks formed parts of South America in search of prey. Now, researchers have found a nearly complete skeleton of a new species of so-called terror birds and are learning. 2 health testing labs have come under fire for allegedly bringing doctors to get patient referrals for their programs and for Bill and Medicare for unnecessary testing. Based on an experience setting up and running an Ebola clinic in Africa last year, Rhode Island's physician Adam Levine and his team published research to help doctors determine the patient's risk of having disease until lab results are available. And take a look at sports news here at 6:34. The Boston Celtics defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers at the TD Garden 117-78. A look at other scores around the NBA. Milwaukee Bucks over the Brooklyn Nets 96-73, and Detroit Pistons over the Charlotte Hornets 116-77. Washington Wizards lead the Atlanta Hawks 29-14 with 150 left in the first quarter. Indiana Pacers lead the Oklahoma City Thunder 22-21. If Indiana Pacers can lose, Boston Celtics can clinch a playoff spot, and Denver Nuggets lead the Sacramento Kings 66-62 with 10:46 left in the third quarter. Here In Major League Baseball scores here, San Diego Padres lead the San Francisco Giants 5-3 in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 7th, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers lead the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-0 here. Colorado Rockies lead the Chicago Cubs 5-3. Seattle Mariners over the Oakland Athletics 7-3. Kansas City Royals lead the Los Angeles Angels 9-2 in the top of the 8th. 4-4 to score the bottom 11 between the Texas Rangers and Houston Astros. Detroit Tigers over the Cleveland Indians 8-5. St. Louis Cardinals over the Cincinnati Reds 7-5. Tampa Bay Rays over the Miami Marlins 8-5. Toronto Blue Jays over the Baltimore Orioles 10-7. Washington Nationals over the Philadelphia Phillies 4-3. New York Mets over the Atlanta Braves 4-3. Chicago White Sox over the Minnesota Twins 6-2. And Pittsburgh Pirates over the Milwaukee Brewers 10-2. And the Boston Red Sox will take on New York Yankees at 8:05 p.m. down at Yankee Stadium tonight. MLS soccer scores. It's Orlando leading to the Portland Timbers 1-0 here. Russell Wilson of Seattle Seahawks had said in the past that he has a rule to return to professional baseball at Oakland, California. Right fielder Josh Reddick has been activated from the disabled list to make his season debut Sunday against the Seattle Mariners and Oakland nemesis Felix Hernandez. Providence College continued its trend of lighting things on fire after the hockey team won the NCAA championship as a general trend of being hooligan and setting more things ablaze than William Nelson has been a long-standing tradition for cities. When Dave Norris dismissed Randy College coach of Toronto Maple Leafs early January, he gave an endorsement of Rusty had assembled as general manager as Toronto Maple Leafs president Brendan Shanahan has urinated job finally. And a look at the Masters here. And the Masters scoreboard here. Jordan Spieth, a 4-stroke lead over Justin Rose in the final round of the Masters golf tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Here, Peter Channel News Time, 6:37, and it is time now for a travel report here, and smooth sailing now ways byways in New England here. However, we're seeing some few slow spots here. Mass back in the eastbound side, slow around the Palmer Stretch, around Route 20 and Route 181 and Route 32, so expect a few delays in that Palmer area, and mass back in the eastbound side. A little slow around Charlton, I-84 on both ends, before and after the mass pack, a little slow between mass pack and Route 20 and Sturbridge, so expect some delays here. And on ramp to 495 for the mass pack, a little slow here. And in downtown Boston, Ted Williams still on the westbound side in the mass pack, slow. Route 1 in the southbound side, slow from Route 60 in Revere down through Route 99 and everyone on the southbound side of Route 1. San Francisco Expressway, southbound side, slow through Dorchester, slow on both ends. Around Fredericksburg and Quincy here. And on the Spalding Turnpike, step on a little slow before Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this beautiful Sunday evening here as Route 95 and step on side a little slow before 295 in North Attleboro and Attleboro. Take a look at the MBTA subway and the commuter lines are looking good and the MBTA fares are looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 6:38. Time now for a weather report for tonight. Blue skies, low about 37 degrees, southward about 5 to 7 miles per common evening here. For Monday, back to work, back to school. Sunny skies, high about 6-7 degrees, light southward increase at about 8 to 13 miles per hour in the morning. So if you're going to the Boston Red Sox home opener Fenway against the Washington Nationals, or the North Lancers baseball home opener against Halston Panthers, should be good baseball weather. For Monday night, chance of showers mainly after 4 a.m. Increased skies with a low about 40 degrees. Southwind about 10 miles per hour with a gust as is 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts less than 10 inches possible. For Tuesday, showers likely remain before 10 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies high about 61 degrees. Westward about 7 to 10 miles per gust as 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New precipitation amounts between a 10 to 4 inch possible. Tuesday, mostly clear skies low about 40 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 5 miles per hour. For Wednesday, sunny skies about 61 low about 3 degrees. For Thursday, sunny podcast skies about 56 low about 39 degrees. For Friday, chance of showers with some cloud skies about 58 low about 46 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%, up to 40% by Friday night. For Saturday, chance of showers, most cloud skies about 60 low about 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation on Saturday, 50%, dwindle the down to 30% by Saturday night. And for Sunday, mostly sunny skies high about 57 degrees. Our northern temperature at 6:40, standing at 59 degrees in first class. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel Evening News here on this Sunday evening, April 12th, 2015. Peter, have a good evening with goodbye today. To see you for a late night sign-up report right after Sports Roundup right for the Red Sox Yankees game. Have a good evening and go.